This party's over.
Take a seat.
Do it.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey guys, and welcome to today's new episode and new fan fiction. So let's go over just what could have happened in the galaxy if Uncle Owen didn't hate Obi-Wan, and if Obi-Wan therefore trained Luke from birth. Obi-Wan was supposed to train Luke, we know this. This was Yoda's command at the end of Revenge of the Sith, just after Padme died and the twins were born. Leia would go to the Organas on Alderaan, and Luke to the Lars family on Tatooine, while Kenobi would watch over the boy for the next 20 years. Luke started his training at age 19 just about, and that's because every time Obi-Wan tried to get close to Luke, after he gave him for adoption by Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, he was shunned to never return, as the fate of Anakin Skywalker would not be the same fate for his son. Owen hated the Jedi. He felt all they did was impose their beliefs of that hokey religion on others and cause deaths and wars. And for this reason, he forbade Obi-Wan from even coming near his family, which of course, in canon and legends, Obi-Wan did plenty of times, either to save Luke and the Larses from danger, or just to give Luke toys and parts to play around with. If Obi-Wan got to Tatooine and started Luke's training at the age of 1 in the Force, and the ways of the Jedi in general, then Luke would have grown to be everything Anakin could have become had he not been beaten by his own arrogance on Mustafar. Luke would train for 19 years, learning the ways of the Force, training with a lightsaber, flying to Dagobah, and learning from Master Yoda himself. Luke would fully complete his training and return to Tatooine with Old Ben. During the time the rebellion was born and the Death Star plans had just been stolen, Uncle Ben would purchase R2 and C-3PO, contacting Luke on Dagobah to tell him and Ben that these droids won't shut up about delivering a message to Ben Kenobi from Princess Leia. As they went to Uncle Owen's home in a hurry, Obi-Wan and Luke would meet the droids only to see Leia's message and realize that the time to fight was now. Obi-Wan looked at Luke in his hut. He knew what must be done. They needed a new unknown ship. He stretched out his palm before Luke, and inside was a green crystal in his palm. "What's this, Master?" "This is the crystal my master used to fight the first Sith in 1,000 years. He died that day, left me with the task of training your father. I failed him. I won't fail you." Luke exchanged the crystal in his lightsaber hilt and ignited it. Glowing emerald green lit up the room. A Jedi Knight was born. As they went to the nearest cantina, where the most wretched hive of scum and villainy in the galaxy stirred about, they met Han and Chewie for the first time. Jedi Master Obi-Wan and his apprentice, Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, would leave for Alderaan to save the princess. As they neared the Death Star, just like in the original timeline, they were sucked into it, escaping inside to find the princess, Luke, Han, and Chewie as one, and Obi-Wan on his own to find Vader. As the events played out the same, Obi-Wan was struck down by Vader when Luke saw this from afar and emitted a massive yell that threw every single stormtrooper into the wall unconscious. The man who was like a father to him had just been killed. Luke's eyes began to focus, the same way Obi-Wan's had against Darth Maul all those years ago. Igniting his green lightsaber, he used the Force to run towards Vader, who, at this point, didn't know Luke was his son, and believed he was merely a new Jedi Obi-Wan had trained. But something felt different. His movements, his focus, the anger that swelled inside of this boy but was trying to be contained. It was all too familiar to Anakin Skywalker. Vader pressed the attack, never minding his thoughts, his cybernetics making it difficult for Luke to block, but nevertheless, the boy was young, powerful, and fast. The Force was strong with him, swiftly dodging and using the Force to push Vader back slightly, his heavy body making it more difficult for Luke. Vader came back swinging when Luke dodged and hit Vader's left shoulder and moved back to speak. "I am a Jedi like Obi-Wan and my father before me. You killed them, but you won't kill me." Vader thought to himself, his father? Who did he kill that was related to this boy?
"Who are you?"
Vader demanded. "I am Luke Skywalker, son of Anakin Vader choked Luke through the Force before he could continue the next sentence.
"Don't lie to me, boy. Who are you?"
Luke Skywalker. Vader dropped Luke, deactivated his lightsaber, and force-pushed the boy into the wall. Turning swiftly on his heel, his cape billowing behind him, he moved through the Imperial doors and left. Luke got up, confused. He tried to get through the door, but couldn't. Everyone was knocked out unconscious still, and Ben's robes just lay on the floor, motionless, as if he wasn't even in them. Was this all a dream? It was so weird. Run, Luke, run! Obi-Wan's voice spoke to him through the Force, and Luke didn't question it. He found a TIE fighter and got into it quickly, escaping away from the Death Star and setting a course. Course for... he didn't know, when the voice spoke out to him again. "You will go to the Dagobah system. Dagobah. Yes, he must go to Yoda. He must seek guidance on his next move. Vader sat in his meditation chamber, unsure of the future. He had a son, the last thing that connected him to his former life as Anakin Skywalker, who loved Padme and fought for the Jedi. Vader closed his eyes, hoping to reopen them, coming from just a dream. Thanks for watching part 1, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this alternate spin-off. I rather like this story that I wrote. It's kind of cool. If you want the story to continue, hit like and write your own ending in detail in the comments. And if I choose some of your ideas, then I'll definitely dedicate the video to you at the beginning. I'm still trying to write The Last Jedi fanfiction part 2. However, I keep erasing thoughts and ideas as I just want to make it really epic, but there's a lot of pressure on me, so I thank you for your patience on it. Have an awesome day, everyone, and I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
The Force will be with you always.